Maybelline Lemonade Craze. I know, girl, I'm late. I'm mixing the two shades Coral Punch and Lemonade Craze together. So I go in with Coral Punch first, just to like blow it out. And then I decided to go in with Lemonade Craze secondary because I just wanted to see what it would look like if I stacked them on top of each other, and it came out to be really beautiful. As you can see, it neutralized the pink tone and made it almost orange instead of like a pinky coral. Next, I'm taking the color Ice Pop and just halo affecting my lid, inner outer, and then take the shade Old Fashioned to deepen it. It wasn't as dark as I thought it would be, so this palette actually worked pretty good. I think it's worth a try. The colors are really beautiful. And then take the shade Sugar Coated and apply it on my lid and wash the brow bone with Sunnies. Then go back in with a blending brush to make sure everything is nice and seamless. Then I am going to do a wing liner. You totally don't have to do this. I really think this would look good without a wing liner as well. And yeah, pop some lashes on. Up next, we are going to prime our skin. I am using Laura Mercier's gel primer. This is actually the first time I've ever used this, and it made my skin feel super hydrated, and it made the foundation move so smoothly on my skin. I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Honey, and I'm using the new Born This Way concealer, which is super full coverage, by the way. I like it. I like it. I'd have to use it more to give you a full review, but it definitely is full coverage. They sent me the PR box, so I decided to use the darker shade for contouring, and actually I feel like this worked wonderful for that. I didn't think it would, being that it is a thicker consistency concealer, but it really made the contour regions of my face stand out more. Then just go back in with your sponge and make sure it's all blended. As you can see, my forehead looks a hot mess, but you know, you go back in with your brushes and your sponges to make sure that they all blend out. Now we are going in with the concealer underneath our eyes. So I mixed two different shades just because I am super tan right now, and I just custom make my own shade, and under my eyes, my nose, and then I'll end up going back in with the sponge to blend it nicely. I like blending this out more with a dampened sponge rather than a brush. I've tried both methods, but of course the sponge, nothing beats it, right? Now to bake underneath our eyes, I'm going to use the new loose powder by Huda Beauty. And you know what? I actually like this powder. I felt that I needed to use it more, but every time that I use it, I find that I'm liking it more and more. It's finely milled, so it doesn't look super chalky underneath my eyes. And yeah, I'm using the shade Blondie. Alright, I'm going to go in with Urban Decay bronzer just to set that contour. Make sure that we're locked in for the rest of the day. And then I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty brush and just dust away any excess powder that we have left behind. And to make the skin look more smooth, I am going in with the Becca Be a Light palette. This is the first time I use this palette, and you guys, I really liked it. The blush that's in the Warm palette just made my skin look bronzed and like I went to the beach all day. And then I went in with the two powders that are in the palette to just set the rest of the face. Finishing up the lower lash line, I go in with the shade Sweet Tea and just blow out the bottom. That way it's even from top to bottom. Do the same thing to both sides. I take the shade Old Fashioned and then just deepen the outer parts. And then I also go in with Ice Pop to bring that purple fuchsia color to the outer V's. And then for the inner corners, I end up mixing Main Squeeze and Citrus in the inner corner. I mainly focus Citrus on the lower part of the lash line, and then for the inner corner highlight was Main Squeeze, which both looked super beautiful. And then for highlight, I use this MILANI highlighter, which is more of a subtle highlight. I didn't want it to be super blinding, I thought, but then you'll see I go in with another highlighter. I had to go back and fix the liner because the shadows messed it up. And here I'm going to try out the Huda Beauty Lippies. These are all new. These are not a liquid lipstick. These are more of just a standard lipstick, but in a liquid tube formula. I mixed two shades for you. I will list the colors that I used down below, and I'm actually a fan of these. If you're not into like a sticky, non-transfer proof lippy, then you won't like these. but as far as how they felt on my lips, they were totally comfortable, and I love the way the colors look. And for highlight, I just wanted a little bit more of a pop, so I added this one from Stila. But yeah, that pretty much completes this video. I hope you enjoyed this look. As always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye!